Hi, everyone. Thanks very much for joining us today. I'm here with one of our alumni from our Jordan Modernization and Social Change program. Nicholas, would you like to take a moment to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, guys. My name is Nick Bascunan-Wiley. I'm a junior here at McAllister College in Minnesota. I'm currently studying sociology and doing a minor in Arabic with like a concentration in Middle Eastern studies.
Excellent. Well, thanks very much for joining us today and being willing to speak with me so some of our prospective students can hear directly about your experience. And so let's jump right into it here. What I want to ask, there are a lot of options for studying abroad in Jordan and the Middle East and just in general. So what really appealed to you about the SIT program and made you settle on our Jordan modernization program?
Definitely, there was definitely a broad range of choices, especially since Jordan is one of the only countries in the Middle East that's safe for travel. But the reason I chose the SIT program was because they presented to me a lot of options for traveling, a lot of options for to really get immersed in the culture through Homestay and through other events that they were going to be running. They also had a trip to another country for a week, which was really a great way to compare the perspectives of the two countries, and that interested me. But most of all, I'd have to say it was the component of the research project that you get to do. And so you get to do a month-long independent study without any other restrictions. And the program sets you up really just with amazing contacts, with amazing resources to complete this independent research project. So I'd have to say that it was a compilation of all those things that really attracted me to the SIT program.
Well, thank you. So now I'm going to be a little mean and ask you to pick out one aspect there that you think was your favorite of the SIT model and program that you experienced there in Amman.
That's difficult. I'd say it was the location. The school is in a town called Abdun, which is really quite in the heart of Amman as well, and you can go pretty much anywhere from there. And then all the students were located within a couple kilometers of that area for their homestay. So you really got a sense of different parts of Jordan or different parts of Amman. And then with location, they kept taking you to different places, so it wasn't like you were stuck in the city the whole time. So it was honestly quite a compilation of the different aspects of showing you different parts of Jordan that was my favorite, just being there and actually experiencing it.
Well, thank you very much for that. You mentioned earlier that you really like the independent study project. Can you go into a little bit what theme you studied and perhaps why?
Sure. I'm a junior, and my sophomore year, I went abroad to Ramallah, Palestine, for the summer, and I did some research there, and I did some interesting talking with people there about different subjects. That really interested me about the Palestine-Israeli conflict, about Palestinian identity. And then I found that the independent research project was a great way to continue looking at that issue. So looking at how Palestinian identity amongst youth in Jordan is impacting their like how the Jordanian context impacts that. So I spent some time talking to students within Jordan, students at the University of Jordan and some other smaller universities about their identity as Palestinians, and what it means to be Palestinian in Jordan. So I really kind of looked at that aspect. That being said, tons of students did a plethora of projects that had absolutely nothing to do with what I was studying, but really were interesting to them. So I really enjoyed that project.
Well, that does sound very interesting. Now that you're back at McAllister, have you had a chance to advance those studies either in the Middle East region or just along the theme that you explained to me just now?
Definitely. So I I haven't done anything yet, but what I'm doing right now is I'm setting up a project for this summer. I'm applying for an IRB and funding to go to Chile, where my family is from, to conduct a similar study based on Palestinian identity in Chile, because there's a huge diaspora population there. And I'm hoping to use that research with the research I did in Jordan to write my senior thesis. So I'm going to do a comparative sample there, and since I got an IRB approval in Jordan, it'll be a great resource for that senior seminar. And with that, I hope to write this article and attempt to get it published, possibly. So I'm definitely going to use the what I did in Jordan for the years to come as an academic.
Excellent. Well, if you do get published, please share it with us, because we always like to hear what our alumni have been up to.
Of course.
Yeah. So to change routes a little bit, I know in Jordan there we have 2 programs in the semester and 2 in the summer as well. And at the center there in Abdun, we do have our traveling program, our comparative programs that come through as well. So it may not seem like it's a small program, but the maximum usually is about 25 for our programs, which allows for a very personal, experiential learning environment. But at the same time, it means a lot of people haven't heard about us. So I'd like to hear how you would explain SIT Study Abroad and what you did there to someone who's never heard of us.
So I would let you know that SIT is a program that will really give you everything you could possibly want out of a study abroad. It's very personal, as you said, very small. The staff are excellent. They work with you on issues that come up that you don't even think about while you're abroad, but they also are great academically to push you and to challenge you and to help you learn about Jordanian history, about Arabic language, and also to help you eventually when you do your research project. So I would say that the SIT program in Jordan is a way to really experience Jordan while doing something meaningful academically or through social justice. I mean, it's really a platform for that. And they introduce you to a lot of people. They set you up with the potential to take that experience and actually do something concrete with it once you leave. So it isn't the program you want to choose if you're going to go try to party in another country. They do give you a lot of concrete stuff to work with and challenge you, but they do also help you with resources and really show you an amazing time within Jordan, both academically and just it as an experience.
It sounds like you experienced quite a lot there and have a lot to work with now. So in that vein, what is one thing you know now that you wish you knew before you applied to the program in Jordan?
I guess I wish I knew what exactly it meant to do a homestay. I'd always kind of wanted to do a homestay. That was the thing you do if you want to learn a language better. It's the thing you do to really experience another country. But I wish I had known that it was going to be an amazing experience where you actually get to learn about a family's life. You get to participate in their meals, in their events. They take you places that, I mean, it's more than just a kind of a thing you're doing or a credit you're getting or anything. It's that you specifically get to live with a Jordanian family, which I felt was an incredible aspect of the program.
Well, thank you very much for that. So we've come to the end of this interview today, but I always like to give the alumni the last word. So is there anything that you'd like to say to the prospective students out there who may be thinking about studying abroad in general, or in the Middle East, or in Jordan in particular? What would that be?
Sure. I think that for the students out there who this is going to be your first time abroad, this is an amazing place to start. They give you a great introduction. They give you a great stepping stone into traveling internationally, which is one of my favorite things to do. And and also, if you're a student who's been abroad, who's lived abroad, who is from abroad, this program will not fail you in challenging you and offering you perspectives that you definitely haven't seen yet. And I kind of went in, thinking that I had some concept of what I was getting into, but in reality, it's a new world, and it's amazing experience. So I would say take it head on, be excited, and enjoy your time while you're there.
Well, thank you very much for taking time today for this, and I wish you the best of luck there in McAllister, okay?
Thank you so much. I'm glad
You
to be here.
have a good afternoon.
I will. Thank you.